All right, and welcome once again, All Takes Valid, episode 48. As always, I go by Trill Trayy, joined once again with SP21 or Spence
Yep.
and my man Vick Bino. So, Vic, why don't you go ahead and give him a rundown of today's episode?
All right, so today's episode, we will be discussing three topics. Also, we will have a special guest on the cast tonight, the pod. So, first things first, we're going to talk about Lamelo Ball, his recent injury, which you see on Spencer's background. Then we will talk about the Minnesota Vikings, followed by the Los Angeles Chargers. I almost said I almost said the San Diego Chargers, but yeah. So we'll be talking about that along with you
Charges.
know
The
any other
Chargers.
any other moves that's been going on, just to kind of brush over since we're talking about NFL. But again, first things first, we're talking about Lamelo Ball. Recently, he got injured. It is going to be a season-ending injury. Spence, you can give more details on the injury and your
Well,
thoughts.
according according to sources, is apparently his right wrist, and he has to undergo surgery on it. This I know Hornets fans looking at it and looking at like the meme, like, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 because even though this happened, he was the front runner of Rookie of the Year. I mean, out of the class he was in, he's been having the highest volume production, and he's been handling against a couple NBA stars, of course, the Trailblazers with Carmelo. Also, LeBron came through. Of course, LeBron's gonna do it, but he held his own. So he was. It was. It was a good. It was going to be a good year for him, but now his season's ending short, and which it sucks for the Hornets franchise itself because they were getting publicity just because of his name. People were just watching Hornet games because of his name. Now he's gone. Most people ain't gonna watch Hornet games. Let's
Yeah.
just be honest. So this is a not only a blow to the team, this is a blow to the franchise. This is a blow to Mike. This is a blow to Mike. Because now his team is not getting the TV production now, is not getting headlines now, because the star player, the star child of the Hornets and who they drafted is now out for the season.
Yeah. So yeah, just to piggyback more so off that, just his stat line, he's averaging 15.9 points a game, 6.1 assists, and 5.9 rebounds a game. So
That's really good.
for me, it was just crazy because well, one, LeVar always said that the youngest one was gonna be the best one. So and
I
you
think we
kind of
all
see,
knew he was going to be the best
yeah, you kind of seen a couple years ago when he scored I forgot how much he dropped
one. What,
in the high school game. Like
like
he
the
had a,
89?
yeah, he had a crazy ass game. Then obviously, he went overseas. He didn't go to he opted not to go to
Yeah.
college. He went and played overseas. He was balling over there. But everybody just like, who's he playing against? Bums, whatever, whatever. Nobody really, kind of paid it much mind. The Warriors, which I see that they're not gonna come out and say they regret it, but I seen Draymond talk about it. He had an interview and
They should have
they
got
they
him.
they regret. They were gonna pick him, but
Right. And
they
then they
opted to
went with
go.
what Westman,
Yeah, they
Wiseman,
Wiseman, which
which
Wiseman,
which I
he's
get
done decent.
right. But for how their playing style, he would fit their playing style.
Oh,
And
Lamelo
if
definitely would have fit in there.
they'll fit
That
his
would have been
play style. And then
another sniper. He's good, obviously
right.
good with the ball in his hands. You see him
Curry can
highlights
right,
reading all these no look pat like his
right.
game to be what 19 or his game's there already. Like he doesn't look like a little kid coming in playing with grown men. Like he
No,
looks
he played like he belonged here.
like he's balling for real.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if this was gonna be like the Lonzo hype or not, because LeVar overhyped Lonzo, and while
You know what?
Lonzo's actually having a decent season this year, but
I think, and you know what? Lonzo is. I think his fault was not on him. It really was his father. His father put him in situations that he did not need to be in his first year.
yeah, he put too much of a high expectation on him, and
Way too
he
high.
didn't live up to it. But Lamelo,
You see, he barely talked about him.
He's the real deal. Lamelo is the real deal.
He's the best one.
I mean, currently, even though they're probably going to drop without him, maybe they currently had the 6th seed in the East. I don't know if they're going to be able to obtain that the rest of the season.
Not without him, man.
But overall,
I
he was like you said, he was probably the clear favorite for Rookie of the Year. Sucks that he's probably not going to get it now. Somebody else is probably going to end up taking that. But I could say the kid impressed me. He made a fan out of me.
Oh yeah, I'm a fan.
Didn't see it coming. Did not see that coming. I didn't know he was going to be this good this early.
Well, yeah, it's unfortunate with his injury. Looks like, at the moment, short term, one of, I think honestly, is the only one that I can really recall that, Michael picked somebody that Michael drafted and such a success. Besides probably Kemba Walker, but I don't think Kemba Walker even had his.
I don't think Kemba
Yeah,
Kemba's good. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think Kemba lived up to his hype either.
Yeah, he definitely didn't have the impact that Lamelo had as as a rookie as it is.
Yeah,
he has some flashes, but this is definitely the biggest draft pick that Michael, at least it looks like he did a good job with compared to most of his other ones. Kemba Walker probably would be his second best, but even then, that's not even really so much of a compliment. But again, sucks for him that he's out with the injury. He's looking to be, as his father said, the best one out of the 3. I just want to say, regards to Spencer's comment about what Draymond said about Wiseman. Typically, big men they don't translate immediately in the NBA coming from college. So pump the brakes on that one. Draymond, pump the brakes on that one because usually second, third year, that's when the big men usually get a good grasp of the game.
Right. I get what you're saying, but I guess in Draymond's, defense, you can want to say, is that Wiseman is a good center, but he hasn't have anything 15 in back yet. And in today's game, you need that. Centers are pulling from threes now. Vucevic is leading in the NBA in top 3-point percentage last season as a big. So shooting is right, but I get it though. Yeah, but it takes centers 2-3 years to get in the motions and stuff. So
just because from what they're asked for to do in the collegiate level to NBA is different, especially with the talent. So like I said, they typically struggle. Big men typically struggle. I think that the longevity, Wiseman has the higher ceiling, but right now, LaMelo's definitely surpassed most expectations, and that's probably because his brothers have failed. Where areas where obviously he shined and he's, I think what it is a lot of people have a low bar on the Ball family because of the 2 brothers of what they've done. And so that seeing LaMelo Ball doing so great, they're like, oh, he's just everybody's getting too excited about it. Maybe, I don't know. It's noted, Trey knows this. I'm not a big fan of the Ball family, but he's going to have to show me more than 1 year that he's the deal. He's a real deal.
Listen. All he needs is get the same defensive as Lonzo, and he'll be fine. He'll be great.
Yeah, his defense does need work. Offensively,
Offensively, he's fine.
He's already ahead of Lonzo.
If Lonzo has what he has offensively, Lonzo will be great.
Yeah,
that's the only thing. That's the only thing that's killing him. Be like, he don't have a drive to like a hunger to like go to the basket. I get it. You gotta like run the offense and everything, but there's some times like Lonzo take it to the basket.
Lonzo's more of a
take it to the basket, bro.
He's more of an old school point. Like he'll
pass first.
Yeah, he'll pass first. Way more pass first.
Yeah, but there's a moment, Lonzo, take it to the basket. Yeah. You can get up, take it to the basket.
Yeah.
Don't be scared. That's why I'm saying Lamelo, he's not afraid. His defense does need work. But if he has Lonzo's defense, which I have to give it to him, if he has Lonzo's defense, Lamelo will be perfect.
Hey, you ever heard of a guy named James Harden? They critique him for not having defense too. So as long as Lamelo is able to keep scoring, I don't think that's gonna matter.
I mean, since you trade from the Rockets to the Nets, you're leading the NBA in like almost 20 assists per game. So yeah, I guess so.
And you've definitely seen Harden. He's definitely stepped his game up since he's joined the Nets.
He upped his point. Yeah. He upped his points production by 15.
You said what?
He upped his points production by 15 as soon as he got there. His assist rating went up by 7. His points production went up by 15.
You got people you can pass the ball to that's gonna make it.
He's stealing the ball like almost 3 times a game. Like
I mean, obviously we all know he wasn't really trying when he was with the Houston Rockets early on in the season, but
and Rockets fans, Lord Jesus, I hope y'all prayers get answered. So, boy, y'all just won y'all first game in the last 20 games.
Yeah, I feel bad for John Wall.
John Wall is just back in Washington.
He got the bad end of the deal on that one.
He's back at Washington.
He thought he was going there to play with Harden, and Harden was like, "Nah, I'm out, bro.
Nah, I'm out, bro. You taking over. Have fun." And now they talk about trading Victor, and oh Lord.
Oh
yeah, Victor Oladipo's rumor. Miami's the suitor, supposedly. Also,
we're trading for him.
Also Kyle Lowry. The only thing I'm fine about the Heat going after people. The only thing is every time a trade comes up, you know who they're going after. They want Hero and Duncan Robinson. Every time, every team you're trying to deal with, that's who they're trying to
want. That's all they want.
They can forget about it.
Yeah, just keep.
You might as well hang up that phone. All right, have a good day. For what?
Other NBA news, obviously, LeBron James also went down with an injury, ankle injury.
Lakers fans. Let me ask you a question, Lakers fans. Let me ask you a question. Did this scare you? Did your heart stop? Did you say not him? Did you scream in your head, not him too? Did a tear slowly go through your eyes to see him clutch his ankle? Something you hope he never hurt. Did it hurt?
I mean, I definitely, was more concerned on like what exactly, like to the extent of the injury. There's sometimes where some players like they fall, it looks like it's severe, and they get up and it's nothing. They just roll their ankle. But I just felt like it was a high ankle sprain, and it was reported that it was a high ankle sprain, which is the worst case scenario. Well, not the worst, but it's a scenario that it sucks. He's gonna be out, I would say, at least a month, because high ankle sprains are definitely no joke compared to low ankle sprains. Low ankle sprains, the recovery time is a lot shorter, but there's still a lot of rehab in that. So I mean, it's gonna be tough for the Lakers, especially not having Bron. and no AD.
Oh, that was the
Yeah,
question I was asking. That was the question I was gonna ask. Is AD back yet? No.
no AD. And they've been
So
saying that they want to be cautious with it. So like, you don't want to rush him back on the court, and then he gets back
react.
out there and
You have the
Yeah,
he
KD,
you
you
know,
have the
reactivate.
KD situation in the finals.
Yep,
yep,
and
So
exactly.
reactivate. And now
yeah,
he's
So it's
gone
just
from.
at this point, it's just you got
So
yeah, you want to
uh
trust your guys more or less.
yeah, this is now we finna see. Now let's see if he gets to this Kyle Kuzma hype. Now,
Nah,
no.
uh
See,
I hope.
see
yeah.
if
Let me see something because I want to see
see
what they're
see
leading.
if they see if they would have kept Brandon Ingram, this would have never happened.
Oh
Never
yeah.
happened.
I mean, don't get me started on that. Oh man. uh, we talked about this before. I was against, Brandon
Oh
Ingram,
yeah, I forgot. You were
D'Angelo
against
Russell.
the trade.
Like, I don't know. I get it. LeBron wants his guys, whatever, but still, those are just young pieces that I felt like, we just needed time to, you know, obviously we all know the whole the Angelo Russell situation with him and Swaggy P. That was foul on his part, but I felt like they could have possibly
Uh,
figured something out or whatever
so
the case.
this
I don't know.
it's kind of significant because the
What's that?
Lakers are in third place. They're 20.
Right.
They're 28 and 15. So then I'm just looking at like the teams that are just outside, and
There.
you got okay. The Mavericks are at 8. They're 22 and 19.
Right.
The Warriors are 22 and 21 at 9. The Grizzlies are 20 and 20. So it's like a lot of those teams, if he's out a month,
That's a lot of
they
and
go on
they
a run.
and and
Succeed.
in
87.
April, and I know April's a hard schedule for them. I know April is.
Yeah, so yeah,
Honestly,
they can easily come back and be looking outside the playoffs.
yeah.
How long?
The best the best case scenario is I think what's gonna happen is the Lakers are gonna have to basically get into what's that thing called? It's like they have like how last year they had a few teams that they had to fight their way to get into the playoffs. Portland was one of them, and they had to win in to get in.
Yeah.
It was like a
Oh,
different
okay.
bracket. It wasn't.
Okay.
I
Okay.
forgot what it was called.
Like a 3-way?
Yeah, it was like a three-way, race where it was like these teams had to play like a certain amount of games,
All
but
right.
against like each other, and whoever had, obviously the best
Oh,
record out of it gets to that, which is basically, the rest of the playoff teams, they're already, resting, relaxing, just waiting to see who's going to be the seventh seed or the eighth seed.
okay.
Uh,
I get what you're
Yeah,
so
but
saying.
that's all it is.
I don't think that's going to be a factor this year because you got to think they stopped the season before the season was over, so all the seats weren't locked yet. That's the only reason they had to do that for the bubble. In this case,
Right.
this is a regular season.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
well, I
This
mean,
is if you don't make it, you don't make it.
oh well, I mean, if that's the case, then yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, six at the worst, eight seed, but you're right. They can definitely miss the playoffs. I mean, I've never seen the Lakers without. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of change in the roster, and
And,
it's not
and
built.
they talk about trading Harold. I was like, you just signed the dude.
Yeah, yeah. See that,
Bet you wish you had Rondo still. He could run
eh,
off.
e- exactly. That's what. Remember, I told you about that a few weeks ago. Like, probably, actually, maybe it might have been a month ago. That was like the biggest thing is if they still had Rajon Rondo. I'm not saying he's a difference make. Well, he's a
He can keep the
what he
offense
used
Right.
to be.
running.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
He can
But
put
you don't
people
have that
in
without
position.
Braun.
He can put people in position to score, which
Yeah,
yeah, with Braun not there to control everything,
and
the
you
You
ain't got no
got
AD.
is
you got a whole bunch of shooters with no direction.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be tough. And you remember before that whole playoff bubble thing was going on, the Lakers were in a drought and they were just struggling. They couldn't shoot, nothing. That's with Braun, and I think AD was okay at that time. So like now they don't have Braun and AD, like the two, basically cornerstones of the franchise. It's gonna be. All I gotta say is Lakers fans, get that towel and bite down. It's gonna be a long.
It's gonna be a long April. It's gonna be a long April.
Yes, it is.
April
All you
10th
can do
is
is
gonna be a
pray.
good day, but man, it's gonna be a bad month for y'all Lakers fans. Listen, I get it. I get it. It's the Los Angeles Cavs. I get it. I get it.
Yeah, I mean,
I get it.
All right.
and we talked about it too, just real quick. We talked about it too about Bron. I mean, he's getting later in his part of his, career. And
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not gonna say
significant injury in what, 3 years now?
two.
Yep.
Well, actually, two out of the.
No,
Actually, yeah. You know what? Yeah, one out of the 3 years of being with the Lakers, he's been. No, this would be 2 out of 3.
this is the second one. Because he got injured in 2008.
Yeah, his first year. And then last year he was good. And then now again.
Yeah.
So if the Lakers miss the playoffs, I mean,
Time catching up.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a freak incident though. Like, his legs got tangled up with somebody else, but I mean,
yeah, I agree.
But
all right,
if you guys didn't have anything else, we can go ahead and move on to the next topic.
Yeah,
be strong, Lakers fans. Be strong.
Next topic.
You talk about
shout out to my boy AP. Got that jersey. This is my first jersey I ever got. AP was my favorite running back. So on to the next topic.
All right.